What's going on, folks? Uh, this is going to be my first time doing something remotely related to this. The closest I probably got was taking like a few second clips and posting them to Instagram, but I've been thinking about it and I want to try it, so might as well go for it. Today I kind of want to delve into things like exploring new opportunities and trying out new things in life, and just how it can benefit you and why you should really try some new things. And just if there's like something that you've been wanting to do for a while and you're nervous to try it, just go for it. So to start, I just want to talk about like nervousness and being afraid to start new things. And by the way, if you are having like nervousness or like butterflies in your stomach about trying new things, that's completely all right, because that's part of human nature, and it's something that we're always going to face as people. But don't let it ruin new opportunities for you. I mean, if you need to hesitate a little bit and you need to, just catch your breath, maybe you're overwhelmed, maybe you're tired, maybe you're scared, that's all right. But I seriously recommend that you don't let it get you down and don't let it hold you back, because if you go for the things that you want and you just try them, or even if it's something that you're new to, just check it out, because it might be awesome, and it might be like one of your passions. It might be something that you absolutely love and adore, and on the other hand, you might end up hating it, but you won't ever know until you've tried it at least once. And honestly, I recommend trying the things that you're going to try out at least a couple times, because like, you never know, you might end up loving it while at first you hated it. And like, there's many things that I've done that I hated at first, but now I really enjoy. Like painting, I used to absolutely hate painting. I just thought that like I was going to be talentless at it forever pretty much, and just never get anywhere with it. And then I'm all right at it now, and I got there by just being consistent with it and trying it a couple times. And unless you're just gifted, most things that you try you're not going to be super good at first. I mean, there are some people out there that are just going to be good at everything they lay their hands on, but those are definitely exceptions of people, and they are a very rare type. So don't be discouraged or fear those types of people. Just because they can do everything good doesn't mean that you can't do it just as good as they do. It just means that you might not be as fast to it as they are. And if you just put time into the things that you want to do, you will get the reward out of it, because it's consistency. If you are consistent with what you want to do, it will give you the fruits of your labor. And that goes with pretty much anything, no matter what it is. And like recently I've started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and like I like it, and I liked it as soon as I started it, which, like I said, may not always be the case, but I thought I sucked at first, and like I wasn't gonna let that get me down, because I've wanted to do jiu-jitsu for a long time, and I finally got my opportunity to do jiu-jitsu. But I still felt like it's gonna take me a long time to get to the point where I'm even gonna be decent, and I'm already getting kind of good at it. I mean, not to be egotistical or anything, but like Oftentimes, we make things seem much harder than they're gonna be because of nervousness or fears. And like, I'm not trying to talk about myself a lot, but for me, I was very nervous to start jujitsu, even though I wanted to, and I loved it immediately. I was still very nervous, and I was still scared. And by the way, just because you love something doesn't mean that it can't be scary or nerve-wracking or anything like that. But the biggest part is that you don't let that bring you down and stop you from doing the things that you love or want to try. I know it's hard, but if you can just power through or find a way to work through or work around that initial fear or nervousness, it will be like a breath of fresh air off of you, because you're finally getting to do something that you want to do without having to like sweat about it or just be super anxious or something like that. And in the case that you can't find a way around it, then it's okay to still be nervous or anxious or scared, but just stick with it for a little bit, because if you stick with it, you will overcome the fear or the nervousness. It'll become part of your routine, and it'll just become like a part of your day, and it's not even gonna be scary or something that like is adventurous. Not to say that things should always not be adventurous or anything like that, but if you find a way to work it in your schedule, that will especially help you to just overcome your fears about the things that you want to do. Because like I said, consistency plays a big role in most everything in life, and if you're consistent with it, you'll be able to not necessarily swallow your fear, but more like overcome it, and it will help you to just be a better person, as well as be a bit more brave and venture out a little bit. And just, it doesn't hurt to try things out a couple times, and you don't have to stick with it, but just give it a chance. And I think that a lot of the things that nervousness or fright or even disinterest is stopping you from trying, if you were able to just overcome that hump, I think that if you just give it a chance and give it some time, you'll probably like it no matter what it is, because I feel like there's something to be enjoyed in everything. And not to say that everything is all fun and games, but if you put time into it, it'll be rewarding. And like I said, there's good things to come out of your hard work. And if you do put that work in, not only will you feel accomplished and determined, like you have a better work drive, but it'll also help you mentally, physically, and like even just whether it be like there's a new game you want to play or something like that, or there's this reading club that you want to go check out, or like something like that, like there's a club at school that you want to try out but you're nervous. Just try it, and if it's not your thing right away, just give it a chance. And I am gonna say that more than likely, after you've spent a bit of time on it and you've got a hang of the ropes of it, or you get acclimated to the people there, or the climate, or the atmosphere, whatever it may be, I am more than willing to bet that you'll like it and you'll benefit from it. And I feel like that's really something to live by, because trying new things is like one of the best things in life. Because if you think about it, us humans are like one of the only species that get that type of benefit. A lot of animals and creatures and whatnot stick to the same routine all of their lives until they die, pretty much. So to be able to have the ability to try new things and to venture out of your comfort zone and just like have those opportunities is an amazing thing, really. And just use that ability that we've been given to the fullest of its extent, because you only have one lifetime to do it, and don't waste that opportunity. Because if you, I mean, I'm not saying for sure, but I'm willing to bet that if you went your whole life without deviating from your routine that you've created and just stuck to the same old thing for 60, 70 years, however long you end up living, you're gonna wish that you had done some other things, because you can't really live life if it's just bland. Because if you're not trying and experimenting with new things, there is nothing to be excited about, because it'll just become the same old boring routine, and there's nothing to look forwards to. And like, I start to feel that way if I stay inside for like more than a couple days. I just get really stir crazy, and that might not be how you are, but just like, if you sit around for too long and you stay inside your house for too long, it will really drag you down and mess you up. And like, I'm not saying that, like, homebodies are bad or anything like that, but it's good. It's really good for you to just get out once in a while, get some sun on your skin, and like I was saying, trying new things and just living life to the fullest of its extent. Because like I was saying, we only have one chance to do that, and it's better to take those opportunities that you have now than way down the line, or maybe even not at all. Because time is not something that you can get back. Time is more valuable than anything in the world, and it is finite. Every human has a finite amount of time on this earth, and they can't get the years passed back. And especially for us young people, we should take advantage of the years ahead of us so that we don't have so many regrets and wish that we could have done things that we were too scared to, or that we didn't. So I would say, no matter how old you are, but especially to younger audiences, just, if there's anything that you want to try, just try it. If there's anything that's interesting to you, that you want to do but you're too scared, just try it. Just dive in, because there is nothing that's going to be worse than wishing that you could have done it when you didn't. So that's really all I have to say, but just think about what I said, and I'm not telling you how to live your life or anything like that, but I just feel like I have some things that I could say, or that I rather did say, and I just hope that it helps some people out. So that's really about it, and I hope every one of you that may be watching or is listening, anything like that, I just hope you're having an amazing day, and I hope things are looking up for you, and if not, I hope they start to look up, and I just hope all of you are in good health, and I really wish the best for you all, because humanity's great, man, and I love seeing people do well. So that's all, but thanks for listening to me rant, and I don't know. I'll see if I like this. Might try it out again. Probably will try it out again. Like I said, try it a couple times. But yeah, that's it.